What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Now, this story is pretty funny. It's sad, but it's funny at the same time. So, John Schnatter, who's the founder and former CEO of Papa John's, right, the pizza place, he has said that over the last 20 months since his ousting over at Papa John's, that he has been trying to eliminate the N-word from his vocabulary, from his dictionary, from his vocabulary. He said he spent the last 20 months to make sure that he no longer says the N-word. And so I'm going to read to you exactly what John Schnatter said. So John Schnatter, the Papa John's founder, who in 2018 stepped down for admitting he used the N-word during a conference call. So for those of you who don't know, like it says, he used the N-word during a conference call, and then like it got ousted, and then he finally had to step down, right? It wasn't like he just voluntarily stepped down. They kind of forced him out the board because it was bad press, bad PR. There was people that were actually on the call saying, yeah, this dude is a racist, blah, 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 because he used the N-word on the call. So he says then he goes on the One America News Network, the OANN network, which is very known for being, I mean, they're just really racist over there from what I've heard. I've never actually watched it, but I remember the Oklahoma State football team was actually boycotting their coach because he wore a OANN shirt, and it's because they've just been very anti-black people over on that network. So it's ironic that he chooses this network to say this. This is what Schnatter had to say. We've had 3 goals for the last 20 months. To get rid of the N-word in my vocabulary and dictionary and everything else because it's not true. Figure out how they did this and get on with my life. So basically saying the Papa John's board, called him a racist and did a smear campaign on his good name and that he's not a racist and he's trying to prove that he's not a racist. And the one way he's trying to prove that he's not a racist is to come out and tell the world that for the last 20 months, he's been trying to stop saying the N-word, stop having the urge to say the N-word, stop having the urge to use the N-word in my vocabulary. And that, the fact that he's even bold enough to come out and tell us that, it continues to let us know we're playing a different kind of ball game, right? Like he can come out and say, yeah, I've used the N-word through the duration of my life. And now over the last 2 years or so, a little less than 2 years, I've been trying to get rid of it, right? But I'm not a racist though. Like, it's like, it's like somebody coming out and saying I'm a vegan, I don't eat meat. But over the last 20 months, I've tried to eliminate eating meat. Right, I might have a hamburger occasionally, but I'm not. But I am vegan. I don't eat meat. I have a hamburger occasionally, and sometimes I relapse and eat a burger or I eat a steak or something. But I'm a vegan. I promise you, I don't eat meat. I swear to God. It's like comical. It's like watching an episode of Family Guy or The Simpsons. John Schnatter coming out and says for the last 20 months. The man's like, how old is this man? I need to. How old is John, whatever his name, Schnatter? This man is 59 years old. The founder of Papa John's is 59 years old. So in his 60 years of living, over the last 20 months, so the last 2 years, so for the first 57 years of his life, the N-word was acceptable. It was cool. Everything was good. But over the last 20 months, I've tried to eliminate that from my vocabulary. I mean, what else is there to say? I don't even know what else is there to say because the fact that he is bold enough to come out and tell us this, and the fact that he chose that news network, OANN, to come out and say that, use their platform, it all speaks for itself. John, you're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling anybody. That's why Papa John's moved on from you. I mean, those guys are probably the same way. Who knows? I don't know, but you're not fooling anybody with this little fake statement. I've been trying to get rid of the N-word for the last 20 months. Like, that's hilarious that you came out and said that. And it's even more hilarious that you think we're going to believe it. So leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Follow me on Instagram at JLightsy7. I post content on there all the time. I'll see you.